What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. We're back inside the building once again to check out this one. Brand new link up between Nigeria and the UK. The sounds of Oxlade alongside Dave. This one, Intoxicated. An interesting link up. Obviously, Oxlade had one of the biggest tunes globally last year with Colosa. Dave obviously on an absolute streak at the moment in regards to UK releases. Obviously a huge tune with Stormzy earlier this year as well. I'm excited to see how these two link up because they're both very different in their approach. It's going to be interesting to hear them both over the same instrumental. So as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment and all of that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get into this one. I'm excited. Very Dave style guitar line. It's going to be interesting watching the mesh as well between them. Very electronic. I don't know what you wanna hear from me. So immediately we're getting the gist of what this is going to be about. We're getting those very electronic style drums and vocals across this introduction, and then a much more, I would say, Dave-centric style guitar lead running throughout this as well. There's emotion packed into it. There's an electronic energy which is pretty infectious, to be honest with you. I'm loving the kind of dip and weave of the tune already. Let's see where we go.
I thought take you overseas. Me and you for be like privacy. You knocking me down with your premantis. I want I feel intoxicated. Shorty just be looking for the picture.
This.
I feel like love is overrated. Cause tell me why you got
this is a collab that I would have never suggested. I'm really interested to see what Dave does with this, whether he goes slightly melodic or not. And Dave very rarely goes melodic, so I doubt he will. But it's going to be really interesting seeing how these two play off each other, because this hook is catchy as anything. It's super fire. I feel love is overrated. That sort of middle line, simple melodies, but clearly they are working. This is great.
So faded, I feel intoxicated. Shawty just be looking for the paycheck. I feel like love is overrated.
Loving the choral backdrops as well.
We're like Romeo and Juliet. If the family's got along. Chinedu, tell me what we gon' do, huh? Life comes at you fast. See you on holiday.
It's a nice transition between the two vocals as well. Again, Oxlade, whatever he does these days, there always appears to be this sort of feeling of grandeur about his approach. Really big, kind of shining choral backdrops. And then next to that, obviously, you've got Dave, who is famously quite minimalistic in his vocal approach. Like he isn't like the most rhythmic of rappers. He isn't the most sort of, I want to say kind of melodic of rappers either. But what he does do, he packs a punch within his lyricism and that kind of almost sharpness of how stripped back he is. I'm liking the transition, I won't lie. I wasn't expecting to like it this much.
Snap one glass, one view, thought your friends would come too. Tell me why I'm seeing your girls in London. Got me in a pickle.
The bassline down below is heavy as well.
I don't wanna make assumptions, I called you. Why you gonna text me? It's better you kill me, better you arrest me. Bad man stress woman, a woman nothing stress me. You could've taught me, see the way you test me. See the way social media's so cold. Love's easy to find, harder to hold. Most stories end and start with a phone. All the way them Lade, she was half my home. Oxlade, you know my girl.
And this is, again, that's the sort of classic Dave approach, kind of almost having a conversation with the person he's collaborating with. He does it on so many tunes, and I think it does kind of humanize a collaboration. It makes it a little bit more than, oh, we've just put two verses on the same song together. Like, he's very good at kind of bringing the other person kind of into it. And again, I really like Dave's verse, man. I'm loving the fact the instrumental almost feels kind of more sub-heavy when he's performing, because you haven't got these, like, hundreds of different layers of vocals all stacking on top of each other. It's just very much his vocal, and the bass line has so much additional potency when he's going. And again, some really what was the line? Love's easy to find but harder to hold. Great line. Really, really good, man.
East, the year younger than man from East. She got the tribal mark and she used to be friends with peace. Won't let me know peace. She want chop my gari and peas. It's what I'm looking if I'm headed to the streets. That's why I'm intoxicated like what these girls want from her.
I don't know what you wanna hear from me. Thinking about the ways to wait for me. But you been on my mind constantly. When your conscience, baby, my don't go by me. I thought take you overseas. Me and you for be like.
Absolutely loving the energy behind Oxlade's melodies. That just going up and down the scales. He does it so well. And it's not just there for the sake of it. It definitely feels like there's a punch being packed. It's crazy.
You knocking me down with your prematis. Why would I feel intoxicated? Shawty just be looking for the picture. I feel like love is overrated, oh. Cause tell me why you got me so wasted, so faded, oh. I feel intoxicated. Shawty just be looking for the picture.
And again, hearing just Oxlade, the pure kind of ability of Oxlade's vocal on this, I think is great. I love the fact that it's Oxlade featuring Dave and not the other way around. It's not as if Oxlade's just been brought in to do a hook. This is clearly an Oxlade tune that does feature that Dave vocal. But again, it's a collaboration that really does work. We don't see as many sort of Nigeria vocalist to UK rapper collabs as we should do. I think there is such a natural kind of symbiosis there, and they do tend to work really well as tunes, and this is a great example of it working.
Original ganja planta superstar, master don't know. Bitty bitty don't know. Baby Santander, Santander.
There we go then. The sounds of Oxlade and Dave. This one, Intoxicated. A huge link up between Nigeria and the UK. I love the fact that it's a Dave feature rather than the other way round. And again, this is a great move from Oxlade. Again, rebuilding that sort of link to the UK. He's been somewhat quiet this year. Obviously, we're yet to still hear that sort of major scale album following on from the success of Colossa. He's obviously had some other wicked tunes, She Bad being one of them. I know he had another tune out just before Colossa as well. In all honesty, I think Oxlade's in a great position to really take the game by the reins, and it's literally up to him to kind of push that a little bit further forward. I really enjoyed Dave's feature. I've always been very honest in this. I'm not the biggest Dave fan. I'm not the biggest fan of his sort of rhythmic approach. He's quite choppy, whereas I prefer sort of skippier sounding rappers. But on this, I think he brings something really cool to the table. A nice sort of transition, almost like the dissonance between the two creates a unique energy and a unique space. So yeah, very cool collaboration indeed. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section down below. Really keen to see what you guys are thinking about this. What other big UK Nigeria collabs would you like to see in the near future? It looks like obviously in summer that's something that seems to happen a lot, so let me know what you'd like to see. As always, if you are new to the channel as well, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment and all of that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.
Welcome to Cubs Clubhouse, live on Brighton's premier platform for new music, Platform B.